Hey everyone, John here from support@schooloftrade.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the GOMI Ladder. So the GOMI Ladder is an indicator on a lot of different websites that offers the ability to basically create a price ladder in NinjaTrader. Now this is going to be the nearest competition to, as an example, Market Delta's footprint chart. So the GOM ladder is basically it's a compilation of a lot of different things, and you can adjust them all too, which it makes this indicator very versatile, but can make it extremely confusing too. So starting from the top. Obviously, you've got calculate on bar close. You want that as false, just because you're going to be calculating as you go. Now, auto scale true. This indicator kind of scales itself, so it's not really necessary. You can turn that on or off. It's not going to make much of a difference. But getting to the primary things here. So the extreme left ladder. That's going to be the ladder all the way basically over here. This ladder right here. Now that's basically the way that mine is calculated right now is it's based on the delta. Now the delta is going to be on the extreme left ladder, and then the left ladder, which is referring to the ladder, this ladder right here, that one I have set to delta difference. Now the delta is basically the total amount of buys and sells equaled out. So you add up all the buys, and then you add up all the sells, and then you add them together. And whatever that comes out, that's what it is. Now I just started this, so if you look at it right now, it's just going to be a bunch of zeros. There might be a couple ones in there, but now what you can do with that is you can see who's basically winning at each price level. Where's the bulk? At say 96.60. Who's in control of that price level? So now going a little bit further down now, you've got the right ladders, which obviously we're on the right side there, but you've got total volume, and then you've got total volume again. Now, you don't need to have those both there. The only difference really is I've got the ratio max number 5,000 and the ratio max number 25,000. And what that is just going to throttle how much is going to show up. But if you look, in my case, I actually have the right ladder turned off. I just want the one. I don't need two basically with just one difference. So then we'll scroll down and we'll go to the next one, which is the BA ladder. And now the BA ladder right here, this whole section, that's actually going to be the ladder that's surrounding the candle. So right now you can see that we've got this candle right here, which is forming. Now if you look on the left side and the right side here, these are all of the sell orders that have been filled. Let me refresh that real quick. So basically right now I can tell you that there has been 7 filled sell orders here, and there has been 1 filled sell order there. And then on the converse, there has been 2 buy orders filled, 5 buy orders filled, and 2 buy orders filled at those price levels. Now, you can also track these in the time and sales. It'll correlate to each other. Now the next thing is going to be at the top and bottom of this candle, and you can see these numbers right here. That's going to be the commitment of the traders. Now, traditionally the commitment of the traders is based on how many net long or net short positions there are. Now, because this is a 1-minute chart, this is just the net long and net short positions for 1 minute. So it's not as reliable of a number as, say, if you loaded this up on a daily chart. So now, if you look all the way down at the bottom, let me zoom out a little bit more. All the way down at the bottom here, these numbers right there, this 9 down here is in this example right here. That 9 is basically referring to adding all of these up, and then totaling them together, which equals a positive 9. So right now in this next one right here, that's basically the delta. It's the same thing as over here, it's just per price. So now with that, what you can do is basically, I use it more, in my mind, it's a commitment of traders. If the delta down here is showing -4 right now to the sell side, well, and right now it's a little bit of a different example because the market's almost closed, but 14 committed to the sell side over how many buyers there were. This is more bearish, whereas this candle is more bullish because there's 12 more buyers than there were sellers. So that's the way that you can kind of look at that. Now, along with the indicator itself, there are a lot of different ways you can color it, and you can change the different colors to your liking. But looking at right now, you've got an orange box around this 14 right there. What that's referring to is that's the last trade that's happened on that candle. So usually it's on the closing print. Sometimes it's not, depending on if the next candle gaps up. And then if you look right here, you've got a cyan one. and that's surrounding this 10. Now basically what that is that's the highest volume node. So in this candle, the biggest volume node on the sell side or in total, was this 10 contracts sold at this level right here. Now there was a 10 contract here and there was an 11 contract here, but this is going to say in total. You've got 10 here, you've got 10 here, you've had 20 in total that have been traded at that level. That's the highest volume node. It's not based on equaling out. So the other thing on this chart template that I've got is I've got the GOM ladder indicators, which is plotted down at the bottom. Now this indicator is going to basically piggyback off of the GOM up top, where it's going to show the commitment of traders and the low commitment of traders and all that. But because I just loaded up, there's nothing really that's going to plot down there. The next thing that I've got on the chart is the bar timer, just because I want to see when the candle is going to close. And the bar timer is just right here. That's just telling you the time remaining on the candle. The GOM recorder, now I use this to record basically the data. This is an active indicator, so if I were to restart this on a new market that I haven't been recording, none of this information is going to show up, and it's actually just going to show up like a like this, where it's all empty. There's no information, there's no data, there's nothing. So what you want to do is you want to set that to record. So when you go into your indicator, you want to load up the GOM recorder indicator, and you want to set it to binary, and then set write date to true. And then also along with that, you want to set the GOM volume ladder all the way at the bottom, write data to true. And that's going to save all of the GOM data. And then the other thing, I've just got the basic stuff: the current the current day open, high, low, close, prior day open, high, low, close, and then prior week open, high, low, close, just to kind of see, the yesterday's low or the previous low of day and the previous high of day and all that. You'd expect to see some interesting volume around that area, so they're just good things to keep track of. So that's the basics of the GOM indicator. If you have any questions, feel free to send an email to support@schooloftrade.com. We'll be sure to get back to you as soon as we can. Have a good one.